Make you lose with the unthinkable. Don't stop till you come first. Life too unpredictable. Take control of what you're worth. Wasting time's forgivable.
Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to play this game Monster Loves You. I just found it. It's supposed to be a story driven game, of course, but you can choose your actions, like get different endings, your life becomes like different, and you play as a monster. You can choose to be either like very monstrous, like you eat people, or you can be very friendly. It depends on what like you want to do. Here may begin your story. How does it go again? Long ago, deep in the forest, monsters called the Whale Nest. That's right. Long ago, nestled in the heart of the forest, was the monster village of Omen. You are born from slime that holds the memory of monsters known for actions and attitude, words and thoughts. I'm more of words and thoughts. You're not awakened yet, but soon your first eye will open. Your simple dreams will give way to life itself. You dream of helping the sick and soothing the woeful, outsmarting everyone else, speaking true when others lie. I want to speak true now. Your body is turning and twisting, growing solid in the middle of a great vat of green slime. It's time to be born. Okay. Be born. You awaken in the chilling season just as the air begins to turn crisply cool. Onward. Your eyes open, your morsel just barely born. You float in the spawning vat. Dozens of other morsels are exploring, flailing and stealing food from each other. Try to swim, make some noise. Try to swim. Another morsel swims toward you. It opens its mouth to show a set of small sharp teeth. It bites you. I swim away from the toothy monster. What? This is intolerable. Stop that biting. Swim away from the toothy monster. You kick with new legs and paddle with new arms, squeak with a new mouth and cry tears of slime from your glistening tears. The aggressor is left in your wake. It turns and latches onto another morsel. Keep swimming away. Lure the attacker away from the new victim. You squeak and splash the violent morsel until it turns away from its prey. It swims at you. Lead it away from everybody, then escape. Let it take another bite of you to keep it busy. Lead it away from everybody, then escape. You keep squeaking as you swim just slowly enough that other morsel will continue to pursue. It's getting tired, time to go. As the violent morsel slows to a stop, you speed up. You leave it in an empty part of the spawning vat where it has nobody to bite. Later, hater. Nice. I'm so smart. Splash, flutter, splish, squeak. Another morsel is too weak to swim properly. It's sinking toward the bottom of the spawning vat. Ignore it and swim on. Too bad, but these things happen. Oh no, that's terrible. You feel a deep sense of injustice at the smaller morsel's impending demise. If only you could do something about it. Do something about it. You swim to the morsel, determined to act. Get under morsel and push it up. Try to think of something. Get under morsel and push it up. As you push up, the morsel's dead weight forces you down. Your legs come to rest against the bottom of the spawning vat where they begin to squish. Keep pushing. You're not giving up. Your feet are breaking up among the solid clumps on the floor of the time to give up. The little morsel watches silently as you wriggle to one side. For a moment you are antsy to swim away. You somehow sense that the morsel would thank you if it could. At least you tried. Feel terrible about it. You'll never forget the one you couldn't save. Okay. You have grown too big for the spawning vat. You must move on to the next stage of life and become a monsterling. Got an advice? No, don't grow up. Got an advice. You're going to get into some trouble, which is great. Exercise your bravery, cleverness, ferocity, kindness and honesty. What kind of monster would you be? Indeed, to the broad cave and adventure. I already have honesty and cleverness, because I'm good. Adventure. Choose your adventure. I want that one. Nash Gnash shows you a rock. It's the best rock in the whole cave. It looks a bit like Sleeping Rabbit, but it's otherwise only. Tell her she can find better. Nash Gnash is always slapping you. Slap the rock out of her claws. She's dangerous. Tell a white lie. Tell her she can find better. Nash scowls and shakes the rock at you. You're lucky I'm not gonna bring this against your hard head, Soft Skull. Send it to her with your claws. Let it go. Nash storms away, waving the rock in her claws. She mutters and grumbles and spits, but doesn't want to listen. Okay. Another adventure? Well, the question mark. Smark sits quietly by himself in the furthest darkest corner of the cave. He's slumped and deflated like a float pod, missing half the gas inside. His eye brims with slimy tears. Hug and console Smark, ask him what's wrong, leave him be. Ask him what's wrong. Smark looks down at his body, which isn't roly-poly or muscular like other monsterlings. He's sort of scrawny and weak. Moreover, tell Smark it's going to be fine. Be straight up. Tell Smark it's going to be fine. Remember, we're all monsterlings and we're going to grow up to be monsters. And that's great. You rub Smark's bony shoulders and whistle a cheerful tune. Smark sighs and nods. Another adventure. Want the rock ones. Some monsterlings are building little stone towers. Blots comes to you with a heaping armload of smooth rocks. Do you think this is enough to build a tower? Give him an honest answer. Help him build a tower. Leave me alone, Blots, I'm busy. Prank Blots nicely. Pull a mean prank on Blots. Help him build a tower. Oh, kindness, honesty and cleverness. I'm getting good at this. Like this, you point to a good flat spot on the floor, then start laying out a base for the tower. You and Blots build the best one in the cave. That one. You, Nash, and Blistery are wrestling near a big clay jar. You knock the jar off its ledge and it breaks into 100 pieces. You catch Elder Marinus out of the corner of your eye. It was my fault, confess. Take the blame for your friends. Make good and repair it. Stay mum, nobody asked. Make good and repair it. You gather all the shards of clay and start sticking them together with slime, trying to do a good job. Marinus walks in and sees you working on the jar. Tell her what you did, pretend nothing happened. Tell her what you did. Honesty and bravery. Yay. She smiles and says, it's alright, you did a reasonable job repairing it, but I'm glad you came clean. She pats you on the head before placing the jar back on the ledge. You're halfway towards leaving, becoming an adolescent. Firm up your personality as much as you can. That one. You and Nashnas spot Blistery and Smark playing a game. Nashnas says, I got an idea. You are Blistery and Smark's Nash idea. Nashnas says, look at the mushrooms all over the place. I hear they're tasty and they won't miss a few if we take them. Ask what's so special about the mushrooms. Help Nashnas steal the mushroom. No way, you're no thief. Nashnas hisses. Gutless slime. Smark and Blistery look up at the noises, then return to their game. Just let Nashnas walk away from Nashnas, just walk away. You spare Nashnas lecture this time. She hoots at your retreating back, clearly failing to appreciate the favor. I don't like that Nash. Like her. Elder Jaggery walks into the cave, rocking from foot to foot. He howls and slams into a wall, then falls unmoving to the floor. monsterlings scatter away from his still form. Someone closer, stand back and observe for a moment. Someone's got to help him do it. You creep over, afraid but determined, and see a human's metal knife stuck in Jagger's back. He's leaking from the wound. You think he might die before help can get it. Pull out the knife, run, get help. Pull out the knife. Kindness, advanced neurosurgery, and bravery. Nice. You grasp the knife in your little claws and pull. Then rock it back and forth and pull some more. A gush of red covers you, but Jagger starts to breathe normally. I have no ferocity. I'm so nice. Nashnas spies a delicious mouse head mushroom. Mine! She plucks it from the floor, but it tumbles from her claws and bounces into a dark crease in the wall. Get it? Let Nashnas get her own darn mushroom. Tell Nashnas she's too afraid to go after the mushroom. Get her. Nashnas reaches into the crease and waggles her claws, but she can't find it. Eventually she gives up and wanders off. The spider one. Something is scurrying along the walls and the ceiling and the floor. Spiders are as big and round as plates. They're swarming into the cave. You can't tell if they're friend or foe. Confront them, stay between them and the other monsterlings, throw blots to them as they confront them. One does not simply walk into plates spiders. How will you approach it? Rush to them, ask them what they want. The other monsters look at you as though you've gone mad, but they change their minds when the larger spider asks for direction to the whale mist. We got lost, so sorry to bother you. Help them out. Kindness, yay. You tell the lead spider, go out that way, then turn left, then just stay on the street until there isn't a street anymore. Everyone laughs as the spiders depart. Oh my, you wake up and find that you're no longer a little monsterling. You're grown up. Wow, Elder Marinus calls the oldest monsterlings together in a group. You're one of the oldest ones now. You should join them. She looks grave. Go with hide and watch. See what's going on. Go with. Marinus shuffles down the long tunnel, turning this way and that among dozens of forking passages. Keep going. Marinus stops in a warm, humid chamber with a pit in the floor. She points to the pit, which seethes with thick mist. Jump right in. Wait for her to make you go. Marinus pushes you in with a sweep of her tail. Playfully swipe at her tail with your flight. No. It all seems so reckless. You fall, and fall some more, and fall, and you're falling, and other monsters are falling. Yes, some of them are crying, and you can't see through the mist. Or is it fog? Maybe clouds? Moans and groans and whispering screams. Where am I? I must be somewhere. You land on smooth flat stone. Despite the smoldering vapor, the floor is dry as bone. You hear other monsters breathing nearby. Some of them are still above you, still falling. Get out of the way. Try to cushion the fall for other monsters. Get out of the way. You rejoin some of the monsters at the edge of the mist. There are more passages out of here than you can count. Some monsterlings begin to panic, while others look determined. Should take charge. Maybe someone should lead. The other monsters continue to mill around in the misty cavern. Follow someone who seems confident, admit you're lost, ask for help from the other monsterlings. Honesty. The other monsterlings surround you with offers of help. You move into the narrow passages as a group. Soon you're in a cave full of even thicker mist. So what? It's just mist, isn't it? The chamber swirls with mist, smoke, fog, vapor, except it's not any of those things. It's ghosts. Hundreds of them, large and small, they're everywhere. Spooky. One by one, the pale ghosts begin to turn their attention to you. Their eyes glow different colors. Stand fast, quench a little. Stand fast. The ghosts speak in many voices, all hollow and distant, all in unison. They ask, do you fear? Yes, this is scary. Attack them. Wait and say nothing. Yes, this is scary. Honesty. Your answer echoes back to you louder and louder. You crouch down, trying to hide from the noise and fall unconscious. Sleep for a while. End of Monsterhood. Here's how you're doing. 18% of bravery, 18% of 0 of mercy, 69 of honesty, 45 kindness, 0 of that, I don't know, yep. Wake up inside a well-appointed hovel. This is your home now. What should I be doing now? Start living as an adolescent monster. Enter the big bad world. 8 days left. For what? What is this? The top bit shows how many days you have left until your next stage of life, and the bottom shows how much respect you have amassed. 0 points out of what's respect. Impress other monsters and they'll talk about how amazing you are. The more respect you gain in the earlier stage of life, the greater power you'll wield later on. Gotcha. Enter the big bad world. Adventure in town. That one. You see Jaggery in a haze of buzzy, angry yellow bees. It looks like he stole a beehive off a tree and took it home. You can see why. Honey is irresistible. Jaggery motions for you to help him. Size up the situation. Help him out. Don't interfere. Nature is beautiful. Who cares about a few bee stings? Grab the honey. Help him out. Just standing there thinking about it, you get stung twice. The bees are getting angrier and angrier. Jaggery frowns and asks, what do we do? Put the hive near the smokehouse. Wave them away with your arms. Put the hive near a garden. Clever. The men of the bees calm down and leave to check out the flowers. You and Jaggery swat at the rest while you eat. Yum. I want that one. Today's holiday Poke the Bear Day. Monsters have been planning pranks for days. You all head out to the bear caves. Poke the Bear Day, what's that? Let's do it. Let everyone else get their butts kicked. You're not stupid. This zeroed. Everyone else returns later, laughing and licking their wounds. They all had a fine time and bonds of respect have formed among your peers. They smile at you, but you sense a new distance forming. Ah, that wasn't good. God damn it. Well, I'm gonna be a nice monster. I'm not going to be so mean. Nash Knash is picking on the tiny Bliss tree. She gets knocked down every time she gets up. Nash Knash asks if you want to help. Ask why she's doing that to Bliss tree. Walk away. Nash Knash is insane. Had Nash hurt Bliss tree, I'd rather fight you. Ask why she's doing that. Bliss tree. She shrugs. I feel like it, and look at those tears. I see. Nash Knash is picking on the tiny bits. Walk away. Rather fight you, Nash Knash. Oh, I got frosted. Without even a thanks, Bliss tree runs away, leaving you and Nash Knash to tussle in the street. Do you push the attack? Yes, Clawback. No, Bliss tree is safe. Kindness and bravery. You turn and walk away. Nash Knash tackles you from behind and begins slashing your back with her claws. The two of you struggle until you're both hurt too badly to continue. Nash Knash says, good fight. I want the tower. You and Gobclaws are playing Toss the Kitten. You're winning 2-1. When crash, you miss. And the kitten shatters Hamrag's window. Oops, stick around. Run for it. Hamrag comes crashing out of his hovel, still half asleep, but all the way angry. Who did this? I'll drown you in the spawning vat. I cannot tell a lie. Hamrag whirls and glares at you so hard that you feel heavy and hot. His eyes begin to shine with a weary light. Oh really? Gobclaws through the kitten. It was me. Perhaps we should have been more careful. It was me. Really, thanks for telling me who did it. Hamrag doesn't actually drown you, but he lashes out with a terrifying kick. Ouch. Honesty cannot. You roll halfway to the edge of town where you try and fail to stand up, too dizzy to do anything at all. That one. Outside your house, Nash charges from a nearby bush and sends you tumbling. Challenge, she screams at the top of her voice. It's on. Leap at her and crush her. Square off and wait for Nash to make a mistake. Take turns slapping each other. Decline her challenge. Leap at her and crush her. Splat. Flattened under your bottom, Nash admits defeated. She was always weak to attacks from above. As you're walking down the street, you feel a stinging sensation. Something has bit your foot. Get it off. When you look down, you see a small pile of human teeth in a small wire mesh bag. Some monster must have dropped them. Human teeth. Ignore that they've helped find the owner. Someone threw this away. Finders keepers. Human teeth. They're teeth from baby humans. Some monsters collect them and play a game with them, like marbles, right? When you look down, you see a small pile of blah blah blah. Help find the owner. You visit Mupsy Moral, who agrees to publish a found ad in the Omen Harbinger if you want. She says, I can do a feature on how honest you were today too. One of them back and skip the feature. Keep a few and get in the paper while you're at it. Yes. No, Hammer is happy to get some of his teeth back, but he can count as well as anyone, while Mupsy Moore builds you up as an honest returner of lots good. Hammer frowns. Oh, I thought I was going to get more respect. That was not good. Go to the stones. Oh boy, Smarks set up a human chess set. You sit down to play. You don't know the rules, but a smart monster like you should be able to figure something out. Ask Smart Cat. Play. Smark points at the pieces and moves some of them around, then knocks one over with another. It must be a fighting game. Aha. Smark then thinks for a moment and, with finesse, pushes all of your pieces down and taps his head. Sounds like victory. Aha. Smark picks the 16 short pieces and you get the 16 pieces with different shapes. He makes one of his short guys kick over your horsey. Use the Inferno Gambit, set the board on fire. Dragon Defense, blow Smark's pieces of the board. Feet of Clay, glue Mark's pieces of the board. Eval, kick the board over. Glue Mark's pieces to the board. Smark's pieces and feet are soon glued to the board. Unfortunately, that means that they and he are stuck standing. He wins, apparently. God damn it. Do that one as the last one. You're heading home with a dead rabbit you found. Suddenly, a fox appears. He slides up to you and asks, you going to eat all of that? Examine the fox. You clearly know owner fox. Hand over the whole. Share the rabbit with the fox. Make him watch you eat it. Share the rabbit with the fox. Kindness. You tear the rabbit into 2 pieces. It splits unevenly. One chunk has most of the meat and the other is a bunch of tendons and skin. The fox looks up hungrily. Give him a good chunk. Yes, the gristle. Give him a good chunk. You and the fox enjoy the delicious rabbit. Crunchy. Okay. Innocence is fleeting. You have grown beyond youth and have become an adult. Yes. You've been dragged from your bed by your friends and neighbors. Trying to sleep here, find them. What, who, the, where, why now? They tell you it's time to grow up. You're taken into the woods. The neighbors throw you into the center of a great circle of monsters, all older than you. They whisper to each other, then look at you, then whisper some more. Getting on. The monsters murmur and mutter, spit and snarl. They're deciding what best defines you as monster. Wait patiently, yell at them to hurry up, take a nap. Wait patiently. After a while the muttering stops, though the murmuring goes on for some time longer. Finally, the assembled monsters come to a decision. Well, what is it? The ring of monsters shuffle closer to you, forming a tighter circle. Elders loom over you, while the smaller adults crouch low. Your surroundings grow shouty and dark. Wait, what's happening? What do they want from you now? Wait, what's happening? This is the end of your adolescence. Your body becomes tougher and other grown-up monsters will be more likely to listen when you speak. The ring of monsters shuffles close to you, forming a tighter circle. Elders loom over you while the smaller adults crouch low. You see concern in some of their faces but very little respect. So why does a monster need respect or wait for them to assign you a task? It is immediately clear to the crowd that you are very kind for a monster, so nice of them to think so. You are sent into the goat pit to groom the scapegoat. The goat is unusually unruly and angry today. Make the goat submit to your hygienic practices. Let the goat freak out and calmly groom it requires kindness. Respect 1. You let the scapegoat butt you with its horn until it's tired, then use your claws like clippers. You give it a nice trim and pick up some tasty parasites. The crowd is impressed. Smile, bow and move on. Eat the parasites that are full of special nutrition. Share the parasites with the other monsters. More respect and kindness. They're impressed with your generosity. Everyone eats a parasite or two and smiles. Looking good. You're an adult now. Your physical body will not change until you die, though you may grow larger and stronger over time. Onward to adulthood. Explore the Wilderness. I don't know how long I've been doing this, but this seems to be a good place to end. I will see all of you in the next episode.
I'll never forget this day. I'll never forget this day.